Go, first of all, go get them blue flip-flops.
Okay.
Not those lime green. Child. Ooh. No. I just tried to put some gel on my hair. What? Hey, y'all. Hey. What in the world going on? Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Katie. Hey, Corey. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Indy. Let me see your hand. Turn it over. Hey, y'all. Hey, Meredith. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Maureen. Oh, thank you, Ellie. Just got approved yesterday, girl. That is exciting. That's exciting news. Honey, I hope that you know, that you can just be the best foster parent that you can be, and that you are a blessing, and that somebody, one of your, you know, all of your foster children are blessings to you and you are blessings to them. That is exciting news. I wanted to come on here and thank you guys for you know, donating to Boosie. Come thank the Cyber family. Don't fall. Break that now. Y'all got a couple more days till school starts.
Thank you.
Come here. Let me fix your hair. Thank you for what?
Thank you for sending me money.
For your fundraiser? Say we appreciate your entire ministry. Then you're going to be able to do what? Get your what?
Football bag.
Yeah,
that.
What you going to put in it?
My football stuff.
Like what? What kind of football stuff?
My football stuff,
Yeah, the mullet is mulleting. I know that's right. Honey, I'm ready for that mullet to be at somebody's schoolhouse. That's what I'm ready for. That's what I'm ready for. Honey, I'm ready for the mullet to get up and walk itself right on across the street to the schoolhouse. That's what that's my whole dream. Like, I have been dreaming of this day. Last year in our in our area, they didn't go back to school until after Labor Day. Well, they went to school like 2 days before Labor Day started, but then, you know, they were out for the Labor Day holiday, and I don't understand why they even went back to school. They was out for Labor Day. So you might as well say they didn't go back until after Labor Day, because that's what it was giving. This year, they changed it, in, you know, so they could get out in May, which I don't know why they changed. I don't know what all the changes is going on. I don't know. But I'm so glad that they're going back early this year, because... Woo, child, I can't wait. We go to open house on Thursday. Why are you shaking?
Yeah.
So when you go to open house, Aiden?
Tomorrow.
Aiden goes to open house tomorrow. Boosie goes to open house on Thursday, is who I was talking about before Aiden looked at me and started shaking his head. Because, you know, middle schoolers, they know everything. We got a big old packet in the mail, this thick, compiling of all Aiden's information. They saying that the middle school is going year round. So Aiden is going, they're going to school. They ain't even going to have a summer next year. I'm so glad. Did you know that? You knew that too? He said he knew that too. You happy? You ready to go back to school? No. Baby, you going. Baby, I don't care. Baby, listen. I'm so glad. Speaking of going back to school, let me tell y'all something. I don't care what, for all the teachers that are going back to, you know, getting your classrooms and everything back together. You know, listen, I don't care. I don't care if y'all have a barren wall. Baby, the walls can be bare. You can come, listen, we don't care. Parents don't care if you got the alphabet up on the wall. Long as you got the alphabet in your head, ma'am. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care if you have a cozy corner in your classroom, Miss Susie. We don't care. We don't. Long as you have a cozy corner in your heart for our children, that you know, we don't care. Okay? Baby, we don't care about none of that. Baby, all that. Oh, we have a sensory corner. Baby, I don't care what you got in this classroom. Okay, baby. Let me tell y'all, act like the teachers is just getting ready to retire. Okay? That's what we want you. We want y'all to act like Miss Donna. You know, we want you to act like Miss Donna that's getting ready to retire in less than a year and a half. Miss Donna, she like, I'm gonna tell y'all, come in here, sit down, and be quiet. Okay? Because I'm getting ready to retire in a year. Well, Miss Donna, where's your cozy corner? Had it back in 1989. They didn't listen then. They ain't listening now. Ain't no damn cozy corner. Okay? Ain't nothing fuzzy about it. Miss Donna, where's your chart up on the wall? Ain't no chart. The chart is in my mind. I know how to teach. I don't need all that extra stuff. Okay, baby? That's it right there. That is it. But we appreciate all the teachers that is getting ready to come back into the classroom. We appreciate your entire ministry. Shout out to the teachers, because sometimes y'all are cussed out. Y'all get cussed out. We know. You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't deserve it all the time. Y'all don't deserve what you get all the time. And so I'm just telling you right now, sometimes if it ain't for some of these teachers, then some of these kids will get overlooked. These kids will get overlooked, okay? Sometimes kids come in their classroom that don't have a notebook. Teachers spend money out their own pockets, getting notebooks, pens, pencils. Looking at the kids, making sure they got to, have you ate breakfast? Go and get you a little meal out the cafeteria. Go ahead now. Aiden,
the teachers do not do that.
Yes, the teachers do.
If I go to class, instead of going to breakfast, I'm like, dang, I forgot to go to breakfast. I try to go better. I ask my teacher for like, I go to the cafeteria. I try to go. They're like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm gonna go get breakfast. They're like, nah, hey, that's your class. You should have went instead of going back to your classroom. So do I try to?
Right.
Oh, you ain't eat breakfast. Go ahead and get. Nah, they just
no. I'm not talking about kids that intentionally go do other stuff like you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about kids that go hungry. Let's be clear. We're not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about kids that go hungry, that don't get a meal. Those are the kids that I'm talking about. The teachers recognize, not you and your shenanigans. Oh my God. Aiden trying to put himself in the circle of the kids that I'm talking about. No, we're not talking about you. We're not talking about the kids that with their shenanigans that play around, that have an opportunity to eat breakfast in the mornings. You got an opportunity to eat breakfast in the morning and at school, home and at school. He can come in here and fix the breakfast. No, Aiden likes to get last little minute of sleep. He likes to tussle in the morning. Aiden, get up. Aiden don't want to pack his lunch. Aiden, we're not talking about you, Aiden. Don't insert yourself. You know, some kids like to insert themselves. And we not talking about you. We talking about the kids that don't have the opportunity to get meals at all. Those are the children that I'm talking about. The kids that come to school late because they ain't got no transportation to get to school and miss breakfast. Those are the kids that I'm talking about. Not the kids that are able to get meals. And they get to school early because your mama, I can't hardly stand you and Boosie in the morning. I get y'all gone out my sight immediately upon opening my eyes. Oh, school. Get up. Everybody up. Get your book bag. Get this apple. Get away from me. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing about getting y'all out my sight, but I'm not playing about some kids don't have breakfast, and teachers are able to recognize that because they know, you know how much I'm at the school. So teachers know when parents that come to the school that are parents that are there for their kids versus parents that who's not there for their kids. Teachers know those type of things. Yes, honey. So safe on the side of the state. We are in eastern North Carolina, so we are getting prepared. What's going on the eastern side of North Carolina? I've been staying out of the news on purpose, but I do like to know what's going on in the state. Is a storm coming? Child, I don't know nothing. I'm in North Carolina, don't even know what's going on the east side. Whew. And I have always wanted to open some type of closet in the school that has supplies, personal items, handy food, just to, I know, right? Like, wouldn't that, you know what? That would be so, Tropical Storm Debbie. Lord, Debbie. Oh, Debbie. I don't know nothing. See, that's what I'm saying. The storm could be just, honey, wiping us away. A hurricane coming. Lord, a hurricane coming. I have just shut down. I have shut down. There's so much stuff going on in the news. So much stuff going. I don't even watch the news. I don't even know if I don't even get alerts on my phone. That's how crazy I done took myself out because I had to take myself out because of medical reasons, and my whole body just started to shut down, and I knew that I needed to remove myself from all of the craziness that's been going on in the world, between the religious stuff, the presidential stuff, even the Olympics had started to get kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I said, you know what? Every time you turn on the news, something bad happens. Somebody's stealing, robbing, killed. It got to be too much. Now I can't even see the weather. I don't even know what's going on with the weather because I done removed myself so hard. So Tropical Storm Debbie ain't about to play. Oh, hell, Lord. Gee, the Tropical Storm Debbie. Oh, Lord. Now I gotta go get some news up. Yeah, I had deleted the weather app. That's how much news I didn't even want to get the weather. So I had just took everything off my phone. All the apps that could potentially bring me any type of news, I took it off. I done took it off, and now I'm getting ready to get sent to Kansas like Dorothy. I'm getting ready to be swept up in a damn hurricane and be sitting over there beside one of my cyber family members. So, hey girl, how you get here? I got swept up by Debbie. Well, I be diggity dog. Damn, go to the store and get some bread and eggs and milk. Because you know how we do. We can get through anything with those 3 items. Bread, milk, and eggs. And make sure I go get that. Make me some French toast. Because that's what people get you some milk and eggs and bread. What I'm going to make with that, Martha? Some French toast, an egg sandwich. What I'm going to do in a hurricane? Drink me a cup of milk. Hopefully my bones stay intact. I don't understand this. I don't know. I don't understand. Lord. Tornado watch in Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina. See, I stays back here in these woods and mind my business. Oh, Lord. Let me call the police and ask him why he didn't, why he ain't protecting and serving. Why he ain't protecting and serving the way he's supposed to be. Honey, Ricardo do everything I do. Y'all husbands like mine. Ricardo, take the TV out the room. I like to watch TV. I still want to get the news updates and pull the whole TV out the wall. Oh, okay. And take them apps off your phone too. I'm sure I'll undownload them immediately. Like what? Sir, one of us got to get the news. Now we getting ready to be washed away. None of us know. Like, you're just as crazy as your wife. Like, why are you listening to me? Like, somebody got to know something. Aiden, you smart. What you didn't know about Hurricane Debbie, Tornado Debbie? No. I told you to delete your apps too. Oh, you ain't got no apps. Oh, Boosie, as much mouth as you got. No, you ain't know about the hurricane. As nosy as you are. Now, My whole family just crazy. I got them all just crazy. It's me. I'm the problem. Somebody call your sister. Call Carly. Sorry. Don't call Carly. She's in an interview. I wanted to call them and see if they knew. I know Zaria don't know. Lord, she don't know. Let me tell you, if Zaria knew, she would be home in fetal position under one of the cabinets or something like that. Like how they did the thing back in the day at the schoolhouse. Like she playing 7-Up or some shit. Zaria don't know, and I ain't gonna tell her. She gonna have to find out on her own, like I just did. Because if I told her, she would bring her whole dorm room to my house. And this is not a hurricane shelter. When she find out, y'all will see her in my next video. See, this is how people don't stay informed, and the storm gonna turn us every which way but loose. We get ready to be swallowed up by Debbie. Y'all, I just be rambling. When I get nervous, I start rambling and talking and making jokes that for people that's new, that don't understand. Like, why would she just be making jokes about this? So serious. I know. That's why I'm starting to sweat. My perimenopause starting to act up. Yeah, this was tightest and got loose. These little cakes not holding up my little boobs no more. They sagging. My neck starting to get big. It's something tight or something. Y'all done got me nervous. My God. No football practice for y'all tonight. I gotta go prepare for Deb. What's going on? Thought we was just gonna have a regular schmegular day, but now y'all done awoken my damn anxiety. Thank you. Now I gotta go put a hurricane plan in place. Now I gotta go be the director at my mama's daycare. Like Winnie Pooh's daycare hurricane plan is in full effect. Deb is coming. Don't bring your cheering tomorrow because we gotta prepare for Deb, bro. Cause baby. So they're right. Listen, that escalated quickly. Okay, I'm trying to tell y'all. Get the stuttering and sweating and all kind of stuff. Y'all done made me nervous for real. We had Debbie yesterday and the night before. Y'all made it, so we will too. Play all day. For real, I be trying to tell y'all it be play for real. I might tell you a joke, but I ain't gonna never tell you a lie. She said, let me change these hand fans. What do I use on my hair? Today I used water. I used water and wig lace spray. Child, let me tell y'all something. Times is hard. I had the reason why I chose to use the wig lace spray is because it holds it don't scrunch my hair. For some odd reason, I found this little hack, right? And y'all probably already knew this, but I didn't. And I didn't have anything else. And me and Ricardo was in we was somewhere, I don't know, but I only had like a travel size wig lace, something that you hold your lace front down with the wig lace front down. And I didn't have a wig on, but I used it for a wig when I flew somewhere, someone. So anyway, I didn't have nothing else. So I used it on my hair, and I noticed that it held my hair in place and it didn't cause a whole bunch of shrinkage. And so I started using it and noticed that it kind of held my curls in place without a whole bunch of shrinkage. I don't know if I'm making sense. But yeah, that's one. Just bought the Donald's Recipe by Tabitha Brown. It's amazing. You know what? I know it probably is. I have not used it because I have been stuck on Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope got me in a chokehold right now. And I just, I like to give stuff a try for a long period of time. But, Tab is wonderful. And I just be buying stuff. One thing that I'm trying to get out of the habit of is buying stuff because I like the person. And it's just sitting. And I love Tab. And I found myself just buying stuff because I like her. And I don't like hummus. But because it's Tab, I bought hummus. And I was like, okay, so now what am I going to do with the damn hummus? It's going to sit in my refrigerator. One of the little girls in my mama's daycare love it. So I was so glad. I took it to the daycare. I'm like, hey, she likes the hummus. I talked to her mom. And the mom was like, oh, yeah, she can have it. I was like, oh, thank God. Because it was just going to sit in my refrigerator because I like Tab. And I want to support Tab, but I don't eat hummus. It's like, just spent some money. And then, Lord, I'm just so crazy. So the other week, she had dropped her new utensils for Target. So she got a whole line now. Air fryer, pans, and all this stuff. Now, y'all know how I feel about my Carico pans. I don't need no more. I ain't bought none since before I got married. It's 14 years. I have never bought a pot, a pan, a frying pan, a broiler, a double boil, nothing. Because I've spent $3,000 on these Carico pans and pots. And they have lived up to every expectation that I've ever had. And I will never buy another pot or pan. I probably won't ever need to. Ever. $3,000. At some wedding show that my husband probably wanted to take one of them pots and pans and knock me over the head with. But it was a great investment. I stand behind it 100%. Why did I buy the air fryer? Got one. Got two, actually. One is up under my sink. And the other one I use faithfully because I love my air fryer. Bought it because it was Tab's. I love the color. And I was like, you know what? Let me just take this back. And then I was like, no, I'm going to keep it because I can gift it to somebody for Christmas. So then I just decided to keep it because I was like, I'm a supporter. So I'm going to keep it. And then somebody said the Moscato wine is really good. They didn't have any of the wine, which I was like, come on, like that's what I really wanted to buy. So anyway, like I just be, want all her stuff. Like I just be wanting to buy all her stuff. And so the reason why I was going to take it back because they only had one at the store, at my store up the street from my house. So I wanted to take it back. I mean, and then I was like, no, because they ain't going to ever have no more. So I was like, Angelica Sanchez said Tab is rich enough she can support us. Listen, you know what? You know what? You right. You probably right. I don't know. But what I will say is this. I used to have that mentality. I did. I used to have that same mentality. Like, why do people support rich people? Like why do we support, go and support people? Like, I'm getting ready to go to a concert. I never go to a concert, but I'm getting ready to go to a concert. Or I'm gonna go and buy a shirt because somebody, I like the person or whatever. But you know what? Sometimes, and it's not even about the person being rich or this, that, and the third. Like, I really love her as a person. Like, you know how you can see somebody's transformation, and not saying that she used to be a certain type of person, but like how she started to where she is now in no change, like how she was and how she still is, and like how she just puts out those positive vibes, and and no matter how she is still no matter like what she still is doing, like you can get on TikTok at any given time and she got Donna up in some plaques and giving a word, you know what I'm saying? Like she is still like coming and still talking to the people. And I think that's what I appreciate the most about, and I don't want to call her an influencer or a content creator. I don't know what she would call herself. But that's what a lot of people don't like social media influencers or social media content creators or whatever the case may be. But I sometimes appreciate content creators and social media influencers more than your average celebrity. Why? Because the average celebrity is not coming on these social media platforms trying to get any type of genuine relationships with any of us or anybody. And they are they're expecting you to go get to their movies and give them box office hits. They're expecting you to buy their clothing lines. They're expecting you to buy their hair care products. They're and I don't know if they're expecting you to do it. But just off their names alone, But a lot of people, even if they don't ever say anything to us, it's a whole lot of things they still do to support the community, that you might not know about or that you might not see. Things that they do to tie back into the community because they have the money to do it. I mean, we do things on the level that we can do it on. Like, I just tried to support a couple of teachers that my kids chose to do the Amazon wish list. I just emailed a couple of teachers the other day. Was like, you was chosen for my kids to support you for your Amazon wish list, or whatever. But that's what we try to do on a small level, on what we can do. Maybe they can do something on a larger level because they have larger platforms. I went to see Beyonce. It cost a good penny, but the experience is worth it. She puts on an amazing show. I think she sure do. I done been to several concerts of hers, and I ain't been disappointed not one time. But I do also know that she does give back. She does. Hey, mother. She gives back to the community. Hey, Mama Wendy on here, y'all. It's them cheering sleep. Ma, did you know a hurricane was getting ready to come? Did you know that? Because, baby, we getting ready to have to get them kids acclimated. Honey, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. But yeah, so anyway, Boosie, you getting ready to go? What grade you getting ready to go to?
Second.
Now, what can you tell a kindergartner or a first grader what can you tell somebody that's getting ready to go to kindergarten? That's getting ready to first go to school and they might be scared or might be nervous. What can you tell somebody, a little kid, that's getting ready to first start school? Go ahead and tell a little kid some encouragement. How did you feel when you first went to kindergarten?
I don't remember.
Now, Princeton, we're not getting ready to start that this year.
Mom, I can't.
You can't remember? You don't know how? Did you feel nervous? Probably. Did you feel scared?
Kind of.
Did you feel happy? No. Did you feel like you was gonna make some new friends? Did you like your teachers? Now, did you make new friends? Now, which grade did you like better, kindergarten or first?
Fourth.
You liked first grade better? Why?
But
What about those cards?
what
I mean, the yellow, green. What do those mean?
Mom, that was in kindergarten.
Oh, what do it mean?
Good, bad, green, but yellow is kind of good and kind of bad.
What would you tell somebody if they was on yellow?
No.
What would you tell somebody if they was on red?
Don't be bad anymore.
Princeton. Was you ever on red?
Mm-hmm.
One time. What would you tell Majesty this year? She's getting ready to go to kindergarten. What would you tell her?
Be good, make friends.
Be good and make friends. Okay. What about you, Aiden? You getting ready to be the top dog? You getting ready to be the top of the line. 8th grade. You done been through the 6th, been through the 7th. Which grade so far you think was the most difficult? 7?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what would you tell an incoming 6th grade student?
I don't know. You learn a lot of stuff from like 5th and 4th. It's a breeze. It was a breeze for me. I don't know the other kid. You know, it was a breeze to like 4th quarter, something like that. So like, I was chilling. You know, I made new friends. You know, I like one of the popular kids at school. So like, if I could say anything, even if you're not good at sports. Even if you're not good at sports, at least give it a shot, and you never know. Because even if you're shy, if you become like athletic or whatever, no matter what you make, you're gonna become popular. Like, I didn't make the basketball team 6th grade, but I had friends that did, and I went to like games, and then what did I make? I think only 6th grade. I mean like track. That's it. Yeah, I only made track. And I was like, you know, I had like, yeah, I did sports. So my track season, I ran, I was good, I wasn't the best. 7th grade came, I played sports, but last year I made the basketball team. You went undefeated 10 or more like 8, you know, because we ain't had 2 games. So we was undefeated. And I was a good basketball player, and I ran track. And so, like, I became the popular kid, cause, like, you know, everybody comes to the basketball games, especially the basketball games. So everybody sees that at least you get PT. So, like, if you get playing time, you good. Like, you become popular, cause, like, everybody wanna know who you are.
But what about kids that are not into sports, that's not really popular? What can you say to those kids? Because everybody is not into sports.
If you're not into sports and you got the brains, I would say, cause like most of the time you have partner projects. So like, I would say, I would like partner up with like one of the kids that need help the most. Like, I'm somebody that helps a lot.
So you saying like if you one of the smart kids, partner up with other kids that might need help, that might be struggling. Okay, so like reach out and help in different capacities.
I don't know about reach out. Like if you say like, cause like when all you gotta hear is like partners, and me and my friends like you like me and you. But like, I want to say reach out. Like, if you got friends, yes, it's cool and all. But all I can say is just, like, 7th and 6th grade. Well, I don't know about 6th, but I know 7th. I don't know. You know, I was on the teacher's radar a lot. And I also played sports. So I had to keep myself in check. So I would say try to stay off the teacher's radar. Like, don't get in trouble. Because if you get in trouble 6th grade, they're gonna talk to 7th grade teacher like, oh, he gets in trouble, like, he's distracted to class. So I just say stay off the teacher's radar, do your work, ask for help. That's the main thing. Ask for help. Cause like, if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing. And it's like, try to become the friends of the teacher, really. Cause like, you know, if you friends with the teacher, you cool, and don't be shy. Like, don't be shy. Like, if you don't have no friends, like, that's why I was 6th grade. I had no friends. I had my cousin. That was it. And like one of my friends, I had a couple friends, but the couple friends ain't gonna, you know, you gotta make new friends. A couple friends ain't gonna last you the whole school. So like, I did one time. What I did, what y'all supposed to do, is even if you don't know the popular kids, you go sit with them. Or like, can I sit with y'all? Go sit with them, talk, and know, like, you know, the popular kids will help you. And, you know, yeah. So like, or like, if you're not athletic, at least, I don't know. Really, that's how sports is how I became popular. Like, but you don't have to become popular to go, like, make it through middle school. It's just, you gotta have the brains, be a good student, stay off the teacher's radar.
Okay, good way to sum it up. Stay off the teacher's radar, be a good student, and stay out of trouble. And that's what advice you gonna take going into the 8th grade.
These teachers know me. They know me.
Stand off the teacher's radar. Stand off the teacher's radar in a negative way. Yeah, I bet. We'll see.
It'll determine tomorrow when I see.
Oh, so you're gonna determine what your privileges are tomorrow?
No, I'm gonna see who my teachers are tomorrow, and we'll see.
And then you're gonna be determining what your privileges are going forward. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Oh. Now you see what I'm trying to say. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate your entire ministry. How do you plan on having a successful 8th grade year?
So I don't know if it's set in stone yet, but I'm gonna ask tomorrow. I ain't playing football this year, but I'm playing basketball. I don't know if it's set in stone yet, but I'm gonna ask tomorrow. I'm like, so this year we're supposed to have a flag football team. So, you know, I'm good at football. I'm not the best, but I'm good. I will help out a lot. And my PE teacher, who's the coach, if we do have one, he's gonna be the coach. And he knows I'm a very competitive kid, and I'm good at what I do. I have a good chance, especially I'm in the top grade. I have a good chance to make that team. So if we do sports, keep myself in check, you know.
When you say keep yourself in check, what does keeping yourself in check look like?
Okay, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all know about, right? 7th grade.
No, I had to put y'all on mute. I don't want him saying nothing because, baby,
So since I was 7th grade, I was doing a lot behind mom's back. Like, I ain't think she was gonna find out, but you know.
Oh.
I caught up with me.
Oh.
And plus a lot of stuff. I'm telling you, you got friends, yes, but don't tell them a lot of stuff that you don't want them to spread. Cause I told my homeboy like a lot of stuff like don't spread. How the principal know? How my teacher know? Oh, you dating that girl? How you know this? Like, I'm not saying nothing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Like,
yeah, okay.
Like, it was spreading, like, the next day, everybody would know. So, like, you know, if you don't want the thing to spread, don't tell nobody. That's another advice. Just don't no. Because it was last day of school. I was sitting down with
somebody.
Yeah, somebody. I mean, a little close female. So I'm sitting down with her, right? So my assistant principal, which is now the principal, was behind us. She doing that table. I said, "What you doing?" She said, "I'm counting couples in here." I said, "How do you know what our couple?" She said, "It's middle school. Stuff spreads." I was like, right. So I would sneak a lot behind my mom's back. Mainly with girlfriends. I have learned. Oh boy, is that man, bro? If I could tell y'all, like my friend, I'll be coming to school. They be like, "You got your phone back?" No. They be like, "Okay, you come to the basketball game?" No. Like, I got caught up in a lie. Fourth quarter, it's been going since. So I just keep getting fed up with it. So at this point, I'm like, I gotta stop at some point. So I stop. So 8th grade here, if they ask me, do I have my phone? Yeah. Can I go to the basketball game? Yeah. Can I go to the soccer game? Yeah. I should come up pick me up. Come on. So I'm like, I'm gonna ask my mom more stuff that I didn't. Like, shoot, boy. Like, she like one time I was on the phone with a girl. She like, "Who that?" I said, "Just a friend." And then she was like, "Okay, I was on the phone with a girl 24/7. She was like, "Nah." I knew she knew. I knew she knew. I don't know why I kept up with it. I was being ignorant. I was like, bro. Like, I knew she knew. So I knew she knew. So I just kept going with it. So she cool. She ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, she cool. Okay.
So
we like to build our case.
It went down. It went down. I like, she like, "Gotta break up, girl." I'm like, okay. This time I broke up with her. Like, if you tell me to break up with her, like capital time, like, break up with her. I broke up with her. Yeah. So 8th grade, I'm gonna start asking, cause like all she can say is yes or no. I don't know what she gonna ask me. How long you know the girl? I feel like you gonna ask me no type of how long you know the girl. What, like, I feel like there's common questions a mom asks their son before they date a girl.
Exactly.
So I'm
my question is, do she go to your school? That's your problem.
What if they're going to my school and they're transferring to another school?
No. You be having girls in damn Arizona somewhere. Son, no. No. The answer is no, sir. No.
So look,
do not play with me.
Look. So I'm answering more questions. I'm like, cause all she can give me is yes and no. So I don't know why I be scared and try to sneak it. And if she give me a yes or a no, the rest is on me. Like, if she say no, it's gotta be for a reason why she said no. Like, my grades ain't in check. My behavior ain't in check at home, school, everywhere. And, like, me with the girl ain't in check. Like, rules ain't in check. She said, yeah, I gotta keep myself in check with the girl. Make sure I'm able to keep the relationship and my mom trust with me strong. So, like, yeah. I'm gonna start asking this yes or no question, really. A couple questions. It's not like a hard survey like you have the DMV. Got to get the driver license. Right? So that's not the main thing I'm trying to work. Like I told sister, I think I told grandma, like all the people that I used to tell my secrets to, ain't gonna be no more secrets. I'm gonna start telling everything. I'm gonna start asking stuff. Ain't no more secrets. Well, certain thing. So I was like, I said 7th grade, it was all a little touchy, but like it was all about girls, like, in sports. Even though my grades, yes, they were in check, but they would start low and I had to work hard to get them back up.
And what did I tell you about that? I told you that is not. You can have a high B, but that is still not the best you can do because I know you.
So So yeah, it's not like my main focus this year is gonna be like grades, sports. And then after I can keep myself in check, or I know like it get like to half of the first quarter, I see my grades are going good, and I know if I keep my grades there, that's probably when I'm about to ask my mom. And I like ask my mom, is it okay if I talk to the girl? Cause like,
What did I tell you? It ain't got nothing to do with you talking to no girl. But
I can talk to a girl. There's no dating.
Right. Now we on
Okay,
now
so
we
that's
cooking
it
with
too.
Crisco.
Okay, I got it.
Now we cooking with Crisco.
I got it.
Now we cooking with Crisco. I'm not that's what I said. Me and your daddy on the same page.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here trying to deny you talking to females. It's just, first of all, I don't want you lying to me about talking to the female, and I don't want you talking to girls thinking that you getting ready to wine and dine them like you got a job. Sir.
All right, no tip for the young boys out here, young girls. You can't sneak nothing. Nothing. Don't trust me. Do not try to sneak, bruh. Whole fourth quarter and since your boy over here been struggling. Cause I did it to myself though. I'm glad I even have my phone. People still calling me, get your phone back, text me. I got 38 missed messages. Come on. I'm thinking, I've been good. I've been chilling this whole summer. So, instead of, cause like, mom.
Accountability. I'm glad.
I've been asking for a lot of things this summer, but one thing I haven't asked for is I asked one time because like, when I got my game back, I was like, can I start texting people? But out of that was the one time I haven't asked for my phone. I might ask for my phone to listen to music and stuff, but I haven't asked to text except that one time. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna keep myself chill because like, it's hard to get my phone back more than my game stuff. So I'm thinking to myself, as long as I keep myself chill, maybe when school start back, it might happen. I'm not gonna call that down like she gonna agree to. I'm just saying, I feel like that's what she's probably thinking. Cause that's why I feel like, she gonna see how I do this summer. 2 months? 2 months? Plus a month? No, bro. No. Like, this whole chill. Like, I don't know,
I think you're going to have a successful 8th grade year. I think you done learned this summer. I think you done had some growth. I think you had some time to sit and reflect. I think you'll have a good 8th grade year. This is the last of the middle school year. You got to go out with a bang. You got to do what you got to do. The real work begins. This is why I try to tell y'all, who looking at you now? 9th grade coaches and stuff. They ain't looking at who you're talking to, who you're flirting with, and none of that. They looking at your grades. They looking at what's really important for your success for your high school career. Yeah. So yeah, we shall see. He's actually listening. You know what, Janice, at the beginning of the summer, I ain't know how this was gonna go. We didn't know. But I think he has taken accountability. Me and Ricardo did talk about giving him his phone privileges back and start the school year off. But he still got a couple more days to go. Couple more days. I'm be on.
Hey, man. I had multiple times. I stood that up. It could be one day. I stood. You got the rest of this day. So, like,
we take one day at a time. Even Boosie feeling the heat now. Mm-hmm. Ain't you?
Mm-hmm.
He feeling it. And look, he just happy to even have his back. Honey, I don't listen. With these electronics and stuff, I don't play my kids. It's too much. They be happy to have these electronics. And I already talked to them about our electronic policy. If y'all don't have an electronic policy, I suggest y'all go ahead and tell y'all kids now. Go on, start talking to y'all kids about y'all electronic policy now. Put y'all electronic policy in place now. My kids are not allowed to have any electronics during the school year, before school, and an hour after they get home from school. So that means before school start, you are not allowed to watch TV. You are not allowed to be on your phone at all. You are not allowed to watch YouTube, be on nothing, play no video games, nothing. Those are nothing that I allow. But what you can do, now if you want to listen to some jazz, some kids bop or something like that, cool. You can listen to some gospel, you know, if you want to listen to something like that, some type of instrumental, something to get your mind together, then that's fine. We can all agree on it. We can play it throughout the house. But for you to individually be listening to any electronics, watching any TV, nothing is on in my house. Nothing but peace and quiet, so that you can think about what's going on with your day. We can have a conversation without me having to holler, what you got going on? Without me having to put that phone down. I tell my kids, I cannot be in competition with those electronics. I'm not getting ready to be in competition. I don't have time to sit here and tussle with you in the mornings about no electronics, getting off, running to the school bus and all this stuff. They don't ride the school bus. I don't have time for that. No. So we just don't do no electronics. That's how it's been. And I'd already talked to them about it. That's how we have started off this week prior to school. Don't even ask for your electronics in the morning. Don't even do it, because we're not doing it. And then of course, y'all know Sundays, we don't do no electronics on Sundays before church, and we don't do it until after we get out of church anyway. So they don't have electronics on Sundays at all anyway. And then we have privilege system in my house. That's what we call them. Privileges are things that you can earn, but also things that you can get taken away, because there are mandatory things that I have to provide for you as your parent. You know, I'm not ever going to deny you food, shelter, your needs. Those are things as a mother that I would never deny you. But your wants, baby, you act a monkey fool and think that you're going to get the things that you want. Because I can't act a monkey fool and think that I'm going to get away with stuff. Like, there are rules and regulations to living this life. And there are rules and regulations to being able to have free access to things in this house. And so, you know, and I will say up until this year, I'm talking about this year, you know, my children are on a tier system based on your age, based on your maturity, based on any disabilities that you might have. And so, like I was telling Princeton, baby, you're 7. Okay. More responsibility comes with you being 7. More privileges are taken away. You know, these are the things. So this is what you can handle now that you're 7 years old. We need to revise your contract. Here's your new contract. Here's your new chore list. We've added some things to your chores, because at some point, you know, this is what Aiden was doing, but now Aiden is doing more things because he's 13, and now taking out the bathroom trash in y'all's bathroom is no longer Aiden's chore. It's your chore now. It's just a little trash can. Boosie, you can lift that up and take, because Aiden is, so at first it was a little bit of controversy because Boosie's never done it before. So he did not understand, why do I need to take out this trash in the bathroom? I'm not the one to put the trash in there. This is what me and him go back and forth about. I was like, what do you mean? You didn't put the trash in the trash can. It's a community trash can in the bathroom. I don't use that trash can. I said, it was good example, because Aiden was standing at the sink washing the dishes that Boosie had just used. I said, see Aiden standing at the sink. So whose dishes is he washing? Are they yours or what? So, okay, we have to work together. Okay. Not that when he was 6, he couldn't take out the trash, because he very well could have. But I just felt like he was doing other things that I felt as a 6-year-old he could do. Now he's 7. Now he can do that. So I said, well, for a 6-year-old and under, 6, 5, 4, taking your privileges away for 2, 3, 4 days that's not the standard for you. Like they're not processing it the same way. Like you're not even going to understand, now you understand 24 hours. So your privileges can be revoked for 24 hours. Your TV time can be revoked for 24 hours. And my children can get added time, or, whatever the case may be, because, that's just how we operate. And I just feel like, that's just what it is. Taking accountability or whatever the case. And, let me tell y'all, one thing I am not is an unrealistic parent. I have a teenager. I got a teenager who I already knew that was going to sneak and do some stuff. I was a sneaky teenager. And so was every other teenager on this planet. What teenager didn't lie to their parents about something that they was doing or whatever, right? Like, whatever you don't get caught doing, hey, kudos to you. You didn't get caught doing it, baby. You didn't get caught. But if you get caught, this is what I told my daughters. I told my son. I don't care what you do. You get caught, own up to it. Because when you own up to it, then you get an opportunity for fair consequences. Fair consequences. But when you lie, now it's just going to continue to snowball into a bigger mess. So you get caught. Oops, your bad. Next time, try to be a better liar. Be a better cover-upper. I don't know what to say. Or try not to lie. Let's just start there. Stop lying. But why tell a teenager, why tell a teenager to lie? Teenagers gonna lie. They gonna, well, okay, okay, we know that, but why tell them to? It's like, that's just not my expectation. Like, yes, that's realistic, but why tell them, oh yeah, all teenagers, you just gonna do that now. Yes, teenagers do it. And then I'm like, but my expectation for you is to be better than that. Okay. You do have the choice. You do have the option to not lie, right? You can be honest. So it is what it is. So you can sneak with your mind, do what I did. You cannot, right, honey? You can't. I be trying to tell my kids, I'm like, let me tell y'all something. I got eyes in the back of my head, on the side of my head, on my back, under my arms. I got eyes everywhere. I'm going to see it. I got ears everywhere. I'm going to hear it. Okay? So, at the end of the day, that's just how we do. But yeah, I think that, I know that it might sound a little like, dang, that's a little harsh, like to have policies. Policies work. Policies work, and you can always, your family can always pull out your family handbook and be like, on page 3 of our family handbook, it states right here. Baby, y'all know that people love to see stuff nowadays. If they can't see it, it didn't happen. Well, I'm gonna give you what you want, because we all sat down and created the family handbook together. Remember this? So then now you can't squirm your way out of it, because you helped create it and you agreed to the terms. All right. I tell mine, you only get away with what I allow. and that's ain't that the truth? Right. Because you know, we definitely know. And you're getting away with what I allow you to get away with right now. But it's just, ain't we like the feds? Man, we just look at him, poor baby. Just letting you build a case up against yourself. But yeah. Suzanne, oh yeah, my grandson is so addicted to electronics that he wants to stay up all night. And now the school start. Listen, I'm telling y'all, one of the things I have not like really like delved into it as a therapist, but I did take a training on like electronics and the brain and like Gen Alpha and Gen Z, like the younger side of Gen Z, and like the reason why kids are like unaliving parents and unaliving. Did y'all hear about that little 12-year-old that unalived her 8-year-old cousin because of the charger to the electronic and all this other stuff, and then tried to cover it up like they're, you know, or the little boy that unalived his mama because she didn't buy him the PS5, and you know, it gets serious sometimes. Or you know, like sometimes kids the parents will take away electronic and the kid just go crazy and start tearing up the house, and you know, and at some point in time certain stuff didn't used to be that serious. But addiction, people, and this is what I say about grief. Society places standards on grief, and we try to like put a label on or section off grief into categories like, oh, you know, if somebody passed away, oh, that's a level 5 grief right there. Like, oh, we're not gonna bother you, you know, or whatever. If you lost a limb, oh, that's a level 4 grief. We know, oh, you whatever. Oh, well, if you just moved to a new city, that's a level 1 grief. Get over it. Like, you know, the brain don't work like that. Okay, everything is a level 5 grief. Whether you move to a new city and you're grieving your old city, whether you lost a limb, whether you lost a loved one, whether you're transitioning, the brain, it don't matter. But society places grief in categories like, okay, that's the same thing we do with addiction. Drug addiction, oh, that's level 5. Oh, that's red flags, flashing lights. Okay. Food addiction. Okay. Well, that's level 4. Okay. Well, sex addiction. Okay. Well, that might be in level. But we always try to place things as society in categories when the brain is just all on one level. But society always try to place it in different categories, but everybody's brain works the exact same way when it comes to, we all grieve differently. But your brain processes the grief the exact same way, whether somebody died or whether you lost a limb. Your brain processes addiction the same way, whether you got addicted to drugs or whether you're addicted to your phone. Your brain works the exact same way with grief, with addiction. So the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because we have to look at the brain when kids can become addicted to electronics, and it be a real full-fledged addiction, and we have to treat it like an addiction. We cannot not treat it. We have to treat it like their own drugs. They have to have a real detox from it. They might have to have rehabilitation from it. They might go through withdrawals from it. They might have periods of wanting to have, I'm telling y'all. So if you want to waltz in and think that I'm going to take it like we did back in 1989, and I'm going to put you on full-fledged punishment and take everything and pull everything, you better know the type of kids you got. You better know what type of addiction, or, you know, what if your kid is really addicted, or if they just, you know, because somebody can, you know, have a little toot here and there, and they're not addicted. You know, you can have sex and not be addicted to it. You can eat food and not be addicted to it. You can drink alcohol and not have alcoholism. So you better know before you go and start just snatching and pulling plugs out the wall and taking the electronics away from your kid. what you're dealing with, because honey, that switch go off. And then baby, you got a whole, and then you look at it like, all these kids going wild, they going crazy. He done tore up all my stuff. And you done. But in actuality, instead of you treating it like an addiction, you treated it as a punishment. And we all know that addiction is not able to be controlled. Once the addiction takes over the brain, it's no longer in the control of the child anymore. And therefore, just like the drug dealer, because parents, we have to start taking responsibility. We have to start taking responsibility. The drug dealer gave the addict the drug, but the drug dealers are going to jail for pushing the drug. Parents are not going to jail for giving their kid an iPad at 2 months. Parents are not going to jail for placing a phone in their kids' hands and they scrolling at 6 months. But it's an addiction. And as soon as they, oh my God, all they want to do is be on the phone. And then they knock you upside your head because you took their phone away. Now you want to beat them. Now you want to, but you have to address your role in getting them addicted to it. And then you have to address the addiction and how you can rehabilitate them from it. We have to address it. And I know that some people be like, oh no, that's just far-fetched. I just, that sounds like a conspiracy. That I don't think that, okay. I'm telling you, I'm not a licensed clinical addiction specialist for nothing. I didn't spend years going to be an addictions counselor for nothing. I don't go and understand how addiction affects the brain and spend my time in trainings and stuff for nothing. I'm trying to tell y'all now, when we are addressing children that could potentially have addictions to electronics, we have to start looking at them different. And I'm not blaming parents, because let me tell y'all something. I'm guilty because again, society don't look at, we place things in categories. So we don't look at, oh, parents are the same. We the same people as pushers. We the same people as drug dealers. We don't look at it like that. Because it's acceptable. Drugs is not acceptable. iPads are, right? Fentanyl is bad. A cell phone is not. Heroin is horrible. Miss Rachel is awesome. So, all I'm saying is we just have to change the way that we think about addiction when it comes to these electronics, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to change the way that our children think about it. And even when let me tell y'all something, even when we're thinking that we're only using these electronics for educational purposes, it's still signaling the brain wave activity. Oh, my kid only uses it for Duolingo. Oh, my kid only uses it for ABC Mouse. Oh, my kid only uses it to get on there and look at Gracie's Corner. Okay. So, like I said, I'm trying to tell y'all right now, I'm guilty. That's why I don't try to tell nobody nothing. I can't point the finger at myself sometimes about now. Okay? I'm guilty. Because sometimes we don't even understand, even as a therapist, even I go to train, I'm trying to understand. That's the reason why I put in place certain things. And that's the reason why I knew what I could do for my son when he got in trouble. I knew that I could take certain things away from him because I knew that I already started to pull back. And I knew that Aiden wasn't going to come here and tear nothing off my wall. I knew that he wasn't going to go upside my head. I knew that he wasn't going to try to body slam me over a cell phone. I knew that. But did I know that? Could I have tried that maybe 3 years prior in the way that I did it this summer? Probably not. Because we was in a different time. I was in a different headspace. You know, thinking, oh, okay, well, y'all, you only to be able to use it for educational purposes, to make music, to do this, to do that, this, that. No. Because all you doing all day is this. So I have to check. We have to check ourselves, and we have to, you know, and that's why, you know, it's a lot of things that we have to learn, and times is changing. So what I'm saying is, what I'm not saying is, don't let your kids not use the iPad or the phone. That's not what I'm saying. Everything is done can be done in moderation, just like when you eat. You know, you can't overeat, because, you know, that can lead to negative health, you know, negative health effects. Or just like you can't consume too much of anything is negative for you. So yeah. Do you think if I listen each hour a night and take it slow? So Suzanne, yes. So the best thing, in my opinion, and this is just an opinion, this is not therapeutic. This is not therapy advice. I gotta go ahead and tell y'all now. This is not anything from me as a therapist. This is just me being a mom. Okay. So I don't want nobody saying what a therapist said. Nope, therapist ain't said nothing. This kid, mama kid. This is what I started out. This, especially if it's your grandchild. First, you gotta go and talk to mama. Go and talk to mom. Because one thing that I do know for sure is, if mom is on board, then it'll be a whole lot better. Because if mom is not on board, and mom is still allowing him to do things while she, you know, whatever she's doing, then it's really what you doing, it will be in vain. So, you know, setting boundaries with mom is going to be the number one thing for right now. So once y'all got you know, the clarification of what y'all gonna do, then that's when you go in and then you have a conversation, because at 7, he's able to understand. But you know, school is getting ready to start back, and here are some rules that we're getting ready to put in place when it comes to the electronics. Now, if you have, you know, you do have to understand what your kids are more capable of you know, how they're capable of learning. Do you have a tactile kid? Do you have a visual learner? Do you have whatever? Because sometimes, you know, you might have to hang it up so they can see it. You know, you might just telling them is enough. Aiden, hang it up. He got to see it. Boosie, telling him is just enough for him. You can tell him something one time and for some reason he get it. Aiden, he might need to see it, you know, a time or two before he can get it. And so working with the parent is probably going to be your biggest thing. Then once you get the way that you're going to present it to the child. And I know that some parents are like, well, no, when I say no, when I say go, and if I'm going to pull the phone at this time, I'm going to pull the phone at this time. That's not how addiction works. Like, I really wish that people understand that it's easier to work with children when you do it just like you would work with your coworker, or you work with your friend, or you know, work with your children like a human being that you would respect in the street. You know, work with your child. Like, it don't have to always be a need for for you to be so for that control. I'm your mama, and I don't know what like. It don't have to be all that all the time. It's, you know, but yeah. So going back to that. So once you figure out, you know, you can write out, you know, your chart. You know, they can sign a contract so that they can understand. But here are the rules regarding the phone. Here are the rules regarding, and don't just say phone. Because, honey, if they got any type of electronic, they're going to think, well, I can cut the phone off and go use the switch. Or I can cut the switch off and go use the TV. Boozy. Aiden, he understands when I say no electronic. Like, if I say you're done, then Aiden, like, he pretty much understands. Boosie, when I say that, I don't know if it's like a younger thing or a 7-year-old thing. He be like, oh, okay, well, I can turn my phone off. Let me go get my switch. So, no, I have to outline everything for him. Like, when I say no electronics, this is what I mean. No phone, no switch, no DS, no tablet. We don't have tablets anyway. No laptop. They don't have no TV. No, like, nothing. Okay. So you want to make sure that you're outlining all electronics. And you want to, walk it back by, every 30 minutes. Okay. Your phone is cut at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, 7:30. No more switch. 8 o'clock, no more tablet. 8:30, no more TV. So like it's going in 30-minute increments. But then they know that it's something I can do up until 8:30. And then they understand, like, and then 8:30, I'm going to come in, I'm going to read you a bedtime story. And then we're going to go ahead and get you wind down for bed because school, or whatever. And then some kids just have to have something, well, let's get you a sound machine. We're going to let you listen to the ocean waves or let you listen to this music or, the sounds of the ocean or whatever the case may be. Let you listen to calm or whatever. But at a certain point in time, at 9 o'clock or 9:30 or whatever your child's bedtime is, you already know that 30 minutes before the bedtime is when that time it takes for the child to really just kind of wind down and get themselves, prepared for bed. If you have a child that suffers from insomnia, Boosie, like I do, you already know that it really takes a toll. It takes a toll on their bodies. It takes a toll on their minds. It just takes a toll. And he's always suffered from insomnia since he was a baby. Y'all know that I've talked about this since 2018, since we found out that he had, that pain disorder in him, with sensory processing and him just trying to, like, sometimes it does affect their sleep. And he has a hard time already going to bed and staying. Well, when he goes to sleep, he can stay to sleep, but it takes him a while to just kind of go to sleep. And so, get him in that mind space where he's, baby, we don't need nothing, no other distractions. Okay. But what I will tell a lot of parents though is I know we're tired. I know that sometimes to get a couple minutes to ourselves, the tablets can give us that, that little break, but we just have to, just spend time, especially at night. Go off on people on this fundraiser for Boosie because listen, they got too much mouth blocked them. Girl, I already knew that it was going to cause some haters to come on there. And I'll go, look, I'm going to go back on there and block the people. Because, at the end of the day, what happens is, people tend to think that just because I'm come on social media and people see me on Facebook and all these other things, that I'm not a regular, degular, schmegular mom that don't get up and go to work. And that don't have kids in sports, and my kids don't have fundraisers and, and things like that. And, just because I have a platform, they feel like I shouldn't put my kids' fundraisers on my platform, that I should put his fundraiser on my personal platform or whatever. And I say that to say this: I can put my kids' fundraiser on whatever platform that I have that's associated with me. It's a fundraiser. Why would I not share it with people who want to donate to his fundraiser? First of all, this is the first time that I've ever shared his football fundraiser, period. Because I just don't like, in the past, they used to do popcorn, cookies, all kind of stuff. And I'm just not into sharing. I don't get like that popcorn out, like trying to keep up with all that stuff. It's just not like, I'm just like, let me just do a donation. And, but this year they said that they're not going to do all that. They're just wanting to support so that the kids can get the uniforms, get new gear, raise money for just different things that they have going on this year. Me and my husband made a donation, and also donated to my sister, to Maggie, for cheer. And so Boosie said, "Mom, I want football bag." And so my thought was, it said that he has to have 20 donations through the app in order to get the football bag. And I was like, he ain't gonna get no 20 donations, because I'm the only one that's going to donate. I'm the only one that always only donates, because I don't share his fundraisers, because it's never just a donation. It's always like popcorn, stuff like that. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to share his fundraiser this year, because again, I get fundraisers all the time. And I like the fact that people send me their kids' fundraisers, volleyball fundraisers, Girl Scouts, and if I can donate, I will, because that's just, it's fundraisers. Like, we know that y'all, please, like, come on now. We know that during this season, kids have fundraisers. It just is what it is. Now, what I will say is, during Fun Run, I always share his fundraiser for Fun Run, because it goes towards school, books, playground equipment and stuff like that. I also donate to other kids' schools when the parents share. I don't care if it's $1, 50 cents, $25, $50, whatever I feel like I can give at that time, I do to help another kid's school. If you can't, it's fine. But yeah, so people always have have their opinions, and I understand that. Just like when I think, what's the girl's name? I can't even think of her name. John Legend's wife. I can't think of her name. Chrissy Teigen. When she let her daughter go door to door to sell Girl Scout cookies. And people was like, oh my God, like, why don't you just make one big donation? Because you're rich. And you can just make one big donation to the Girl Scouts of America, and your daughter can just do, like, why would you go around begging average people for money for Girl Scout cookies when you're rich? And first of all, her daughter wants the experience. She's in Girl Scouts. Second of all, I did make one big donation, because she did say she made a donation to Girl Scouts of America, but her daughter wanted the experience of also being a Girl Scout. Like, who are we or anybody else to take that experience away from her? And I was going to be selfish, y'all. I really was. I was going to be selfish because of people. And I know how people are. But I was like, nope, I'm not going to let them do that to me. I'm not going to let them do that to me. I'm not going to let them do it. I was going to be selfish because of the way that they set the fundraiser up this year. And it was like, they need 20 donations in order to even be able to apply for the bag. So what I was going to do was do one donation and just let it be that. I was like, hey, so I'm going to have to split my donation up into 20 in order for him to be able to even get the bag. Like, I'm not going to do that. My baby wanted the bag. So I said, I'm not going to do that to him. That would have been selfish of me, because he wanted to participate in his fundraiser, which he should get to do. That he's a part of the team. So I said, well, whatever. If people want to act like that, if people want to be like that, you know, however they feel, baby, keep feeling it, because it is what it is, you know. Yeah, it just is what it is. We over here just doing what they asked us to do, which is fundraise. I am me and Ricardo are not rich. We will be. I'm claiming that for everybody that's out here. We will be. Hopefully soon. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. And whatever we can give, I tries. But I just hate that people have that misconception that when you're on platforms that you're just so rich and you got all this money and you can, you know, oh, you take vacations and you do all this. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I'm gonna keep taking them too, because I'm not house poor. I don't live in a 5-6 bedroom mansion and paying $3,500 a month. No, I'm not gonna ever do that. I'm gonna take a vacation. I'm gonna save for it. What? So yeah. And somebody was like, why would you not post the link? I've explained several times that the reason why I don't post the link is because it has my son's, the actual place that he plays football. And if it wasn't for a couple people that has stalked, I wouldn't mind posting the link. But the reason why I don't post the link just so people can just go in there is because it has all their information, like the place, the address, the phone number, like it has all the information where he actually plays football at. And I'm just like, I cannot put that personal information out there for hundreds of thousands of people to possibly see, because that's crazy. Why would I do that? And risk not only it don't even really have anything to do with that. It also has a lot to do with we have open adoption, and a lot of the times I've heard from his own biological family members that other biological family members that are not safe have asked, and if they're on there and then they get an address to where he is, who knows who might show up somewhere. I don't have time to be tussling with nobody. So it don't have anything to do with me trying to hide something, but just hide the address because they put the address out there. That's the reason why it's blurred out. Don't have nothing to do with y'all. It's just my son. I gotta keep my son safe. But yeah. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate you. But anyway, yes, thank y'all. Listen, Janice, okay? But yeah, I appreciate y'all entire ministry. Thank you guys for, always being so kind and generous. I thank you. I appreciate y'all. Boosie get his football bag. And we'll have a good year. But you know what really burns my biscuits is the fact that, those same people will come on here or email me and be like, oh, you're so inspirational. I love coming on here and watching your family. Please come on live. When are you going live? Oh, I love watching your videos. Baby, you want my free time and energy. You want my free time and energy. You want my resources. Babe, I am a therapist that I could really charge $100 an hour. My clients. Now come on here and be giving free resources, free time, free energy. And then you be mad because I come on here and post my son's fundraiser that really, if you don't want to do anything, you don't have to. It just be the craziest thing to me. It be the craziest thing. Like, I never be like, if y'all don't send me no stars, cause I've seen content creators that say that. If y'all ain't sending me no stars, get off my page. If y'all not know this, if y'all ain't sending me no money, if y'all ain't doing this, get off my page. Just be so weird. Anyway, y'all, But y'all have a good and blessed day. Football moms, we on again tonight. Hopefully, Deb don't come down. Boots, we gotta get to the store, but Deb come. He's talking about. Y'all have a good and blessed day. Stay safe. And hey Anissa, thank you. Today I put some water and some like what you call that stuff, like some lace glue on, lace spray. Ain't that crazy? Lace spray. It's like got to be, but it's for lace. Don't be, listen. I just had to spray something on it so that my curls wouldn't shrink up too bad. So yeah, it's like got to be, but it's like lace. I just be doing anything. But yeah. So have a good and blessed day. Be safe. Bye. Say bye, Cyber Family.
Me.
He's talking about me. We're not going into second grade with that.